I've had from 10 years ago because technology has changed. How do you remove hair? Do you use a straight razor from the Old West? No, because things have moved on. Do you like that? The Old West. Yes. Remember the Old West? They have those movies and they go to the barber shop and the guy's got that straight razor, right?
Yes.
Then they've got the disposable razors and we thought, oh, what a great innovation. But as time has gone on, come on up to 2024 to 2025, the no-no. This is something that is so revolutionary. We're so excited. We are one of the places, we actually launched it here at HSN. I worked here when we launched it here at HSN. It is a game changer, especially for those of us with very fair skin and very dark hair. No, this is not my natural hair color. So I see every single hair everywhere. The no-no is something where the more you use it, the less you need to use it. It is hair removal in a different way. You're not yanking it out at the root like waxing. You're not plucking with a tweezer. You're not shaving it with a blade that you might nick and cut yourself. This is a completely different, completely painless, that's right, there's no pain involved whatsoever, zero. We're just taking that out of the equation, hair removal system. So I've got my special guest here. I'm so excited. Jennifer Crawford is here. She came in here with her family who's enjoying the Florida sunshine.
Well, yeah, it's chilly.
It's chilly.
But they're there. And the good news is we're all prepared for like warm weather, even though we live in snow, because we're all hair free.
That's right.
I also launched it 15 some years ago. I actually had a photo this afternoon I showed Val. It said the TS and it was $345.
I remember, I've been here, this is my 18th year.
That?
I've worked here for 18 years. I remember it was $304, and guess what? We all bought it.
Oh,
we all bought it. Was the most popular.
Do you remember too, not only did we buy it, we were all up and down the halls like, did you get that thing? And the samples went missing, and we were like, because it was still so new and innovative back
Some of them
then.
were in my purse. Yes, right. I mean, I'm definitely
still has them. She's collecting them.
Collecting them, a collector's item. But I remember these are, you don't have to, these are cordless.
No, cordless.
Cordless.
Smaller. You know, all the same technology that we loved from those initial designs and the initial technology, but better. Like you started off the presentation talking about how we've upgraded our lives over the past 2 decades.
You were like, straight razor, that was the thing,
right.
Jennifer.
I guess I wasn't born yet. The straight razor,
no,
like,
it was the Old West, remember?
Yes, the wild, wild West. Well, now we're kind of going off of the heels of the pandemic where everyone's doing all these services at home. Like I'm coloring my roots at home. I'm working out at home. I'm just kind of conscious of my time. I have 3 children, full-time job. I don't have time for like literally anything. So the fact that we can take a professional treatment like hair removal, something that's traditionally painful, expensive, definitely inconvenient, at home, that is absolutely innovative. And the fact that it's under $100 makes me laugh, given the first thing I did when I landed was I did go get my roots done because I don't, get dressed much anymore these days. So I had to like put on, a
You're back on
working
TV, girl.
face. Yes, like I better do my nails and my hair and everything. My tip for my hair was more expensive than one flex pay of this. And it reminds me how valuable this device is, not only actually the device itself, but just the freedom to be able, for those of us that have been removing our hair our whole life, I'm in my late 40s, I hate to say that. And so like to think about the fact that I've been removing hair for 30 some years is crazy. And imagine, add up all the money I have spent to do that. Well, now I'm done. I don't spend a dime on hair removal, haven't in 15 years. So I'm so glad for the over, 6,000 of you or so that have bought it today and they're joining me on this great journey. Congratulations, you're done. There is no more cost associated with hair removal. And for those just joining you, let me show you how it works, because just as great as it is, a savings for us, as it is the technology. So I'll show you how easy, right? It comes like this. That's your device. You take off the cap when you get it home. Hold on. You take off the easy cap when you get it home. There's your on and off button at the top. Now, it will not come with a tip in it because with this configuration, you get 4 tips. You get 2 for the body and then 2 for the smaller. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the small one in. You just pop that tip in, turn it on, and you're ready to go. That is literally it. There's no preparation, there's no skin prep, there's no appointment necessary. There is nothing else you need to do to prepare yourself to start removing hair. If you want to get rid of that peach fuzz, go right at it. Maybe you struggle with that upper lip hair and you don't want to wax it. Maybe you struggle with sideburns like Brooke. Wherever you have hair, you can instantly do it. There is no waiting, so talk about a beauty tool that gives you instant gratification. Now, the reason behind this is the technology. It's very different than a razor. What did you call it? Straight razor. We're not going to do that.
Yes.
There's no animation with a straight razor. It's basically, hi, here's your blade. With this, I'm able to show you some sophisticated animation behind the technology, because what we did is we took the professional treatment, like the big machine you see in a doctor's office, and compacted it into this tiny little wire that fits inside that tip. So it is not a blade, it is just a wire. And as it's going over the surface of your skin, it's treating the hair that hasn't yet grown in. So we want to get that hair in its regrowth cycle. And my hair grows different than Helen's hair, than Michael's hair. We all have different hair removal cycles.
Right.
We don't know when they are, and we don't really care. All we know is we want it gone. So having this at home, you will just use it when you need to. So I'm willing to bet, even though Helen's had this device for probably 10 years now, when's the last time you've used it?
I don't remember.
Yeah, exactly. I was the same way. Like Valerie and I made ourselves at home on the chairs over there. And we just started, doing our legs, doing our arms. Because the great thing about this is you don't have to think about hair removal on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, for me on an annual basis anymore. I've treated it so much so that my skin is nice and soft and smooth. I don't struggle with those bumps. Like you said, you have dark hair on your head. I don't struggle with any of that. I'm able to just use it. Let me see, what do you need?
Oh, this one, we'll get to charge this one.
Oh,
We're gonna
okay,
get a
because
little
I was
charge
gonna
on this
say,
one.
if there's anything, that's the nice thing, and I wanna make sure, if you have questions, everyone probably has those questions. The nice
I
thing
know the
about
answer, that needs to be charged.
this device
I own
only
it.
has one button. That's the
Yeah.
other thing. If you're familiar with our initial devices, we had a lot of options on the front and everything.
Yeah.
No, we've made it simpler and easy to use so our teenage daughters can use it, so our 80-year-old mothers can use it, right? So there's your on and off at the top, and that's where your tips go. And this one, I see, she's saying it needs to be. And the thing is they do need charged.
Yeah.
However, the charge will last you a long time. Now,
Right.
we've been going 24
I was
straight
going
hours.
to say, you're doing hours and hours. Let's do the colors, because my producers reminded me we've got to jump in, and I've got some updates. So this is light blue, and then we've got pink as last call. That's what I'm hearing. It's like a really soft light pink. Fewer than 50 of that
no.
one. So I just wanted to make sure I do updates as we start out. Then we've got it available in mint, and then this is the lilac. And the rose gold is up top, which is right here, and you see the cap is rose gold, so it's white with a rose gold cap, and that's what Jennifer has been demonstrating with. You do get a hard case. They're not always sold with the hard case. There's different kinds of cases. This is the elevated, upgraded hard case. You get the larger buffer, the smaller buffer, the face tips, and then you also get one for the body. But we do have an auto ship offer where you get a face tip, a body tip, and the buffer. The buffer doesn't last for all eternity. It does because you're buffing off the hair, so you need to eventually get another one, and that's every 60 days. That is customizable. Same with the tips. Eventually, you'll need to replace those, but they last a long, long time. We're just assuming in the beginning, when you first get it, you're going to be using it a lot all over the place.
Right, and we assume that maybe it's just you, and then as everyone sort of catches on, you will have multiple
Right.
members of the family using it.
Right.
But
It-
you
it's
only need
shareable,
one.
which you wouldn't say that about other beauty tools.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
It's shareable. You're not sharing hot wax. You're probably
it's
not
not a
sharing
toothbrush.
or toothbrush or probably any other beauty tool. I can't
Yeah.
imagine sharing with anybody. The funny part is when you watch the B-roll that we had earlier, you saw a mother and two teenage daughters. They're friends of mine. Well, they shared it until they didn't need to anymore, and now the girls have gone off to college, and she's like, okay, I need a couple more because I'm not giving mine. And at this price, I mean, like we said, we paid $375 for it. It was worth every penny because back then, that was 15 years ago. Still, I have not paid for hair removal ever since. And I think I remember you were a waxer, right? Like that.
I've done everything. I actually had
Tried it all.
I will say I had laser hair removal when I lived in Los Angeles years and years ago.
Wow.
Here's something about laser hair removal. It's expensive. You also have to have a certain color skin and a certain color hair for it to work.
Yes.
I have light skin and dark hair, so that contrast works, but it's not for everybody. But it does not remove every single hair for all eternity.
No.
So you have to keep doing something else. else. This one is really different because unlike laser hair removal, you can use it on, a variety of skin colors, like basically anybody, and then any hair color, blonde, red, brown, and black. Gray hair wasn't up there.
No, anyone can use it because it isn't a laser. So
Yeah.
it doesn't look for certain pigmentation, it doesn't look for anything. All it's doing is treating our hair follicles.
Right.
So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And that is what makes this such a great gifting item. It's what makes it such a good shareable item. If you struggle with hair in a certain area, your daughter struggles with, a certain other area.
Right.
You have to add that up when you go get waxing. Like your area is $75 per leg, and then you get the underarm, and then whatever. It just keeps adding.
Right. And
you
then
have
28
to keep
days, you got to pay that
right.
again.
Right. Like you said
Yeah.
with laser, they like to get you
Yeah.
in maintenance mode. It is not
Right.
permanent.
And I will
Nothing.
say waxing, I cannot do waxing on the face. I break out in a rash.
Yeah, you do have it. You have fair
Very,
skin.
very fine, very, very sensitive skin. I
And
cannot do the wax.
you look at her skin, like you don't want to take hot wax to that. We were talking about that earlier. Like,
Please
why-
don't take hot wax to this.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Or a razor. I mean, you want to get to the point where you are confident and using a tool and a technology that actually makes you look better. And that's the nice thing. Again, a benefit of a beauty tool that gives you instant gratification and you immediately look better. Like, I don't know about you, but I go in for my treatments and I'm like, all right, I'm waiting, like, when am I gonna look 10 years younger? Like, when is it gonna kick in? And a lot of these things take time, take repetition. With No, you will see it right away. You can see Brooke right away. She's getting rid of that sideburn. Again, someone who has beautiful skin, but very thick, dark, dense hair. So that did come on her face. You can see her before there. There's a long sideburn. And after she got rid of it, and the nice part is, if she would have shaved this, and she used to, if she would have shaved that, you would see the little black dots from the stubble of the regrowth right away. But since we treated it, you don't have that. That's a huge factor when it comes to our face. Do you have dark upper lip hair? You don't want to wax that. Definitely don't want to shave it because you'll see the remnants of it. This treats it. And how does it feel?
It feels really good. It's a warming sensation. So when they say heat, it doesn't mean it's hot or burning. It's warm. It's almost like that warm cloth you put on your face when you're doing your skincare. That's what it gives you. It's almost like a face massage a little bit.
And she's a mom of a teenager also. Has she stolen the unit yet?
Absolutely.
Oh, really?
At first she would laugh and she's like, oh my God, you and your facial hair. And then she's like, can I use it?
Right.
I'm
That's
like,
what
yes, you can.
They love to do that.
Yes.
My daughter is young and she's to the point where she sees all these cool social media, you know who they all are, the influencers talking about it. And she's like, Mom, it's such a cool device. And I'm like, I'm the
You
OG of
started
that,
it.
right? Like you're welcome, guys. Like I told you how long ago. So even if you have dark, very dark skin and dark hair, this is going to work for you. Oh, I see we've moved on to our face now. Oh, yeah. Well, we started with our arm last night and we took off all the arm hair for you and we saved it for you. I knew Helen would enjoy that.
Yes.
We saved
Is
a pile.
it in a Ziploc bag?
Well, no, actually, you should have seen him. You guys, he was carrying in this piece of paper oh so gently so these little black hairs don't go far, because I'm like, you saved that hair. But there is a method to my madness. I wanted to show you that. Let's show him your arm. Oh, you've gotten it so smooth. Wow. So you can see he has very thick hair to the point where obviously I can pull it. And I'm just trying to show you. See right here, he's gone over and no, just that certain area because the purpose is, sure, he could have shaved that.
Right, but dark hair, dark skin, you couldn't laser hair remove that.
No.
And on your men, it's great for your back. I know a lot of, and you can get one device for the family, $23.74, and then you get this home for flex pay. And by the way, use it. You can return it if you don't love it. Nothing here at HSN is like, oh, you bought it, that's the end of it. We've got lots of testimonials. We're going to take a listen now and hear some people's experience with it. We're going to start with influencer Jasmine. Let's take a listen.
As a woman of color, I feel like I can be pretty limited when it comes to hair removal options besides your standard shaving, which honestly is not very comfortable and it's just inconvenient. So the fact that the No is a one-time purchase item and I never have to shave again, I never have to worry about lasers or razors. It's affordable, I can take this on the go, and it leaves my skin feeling silky smooth.
Right, and I will say that my daughter and I both, if we shave, it's like your skin gets very dry and itchy, and it's just so uncomfortable. And then of course waxing is, You go, very expensive. You go and then you have to go again and again and again and again. And trying to wax from home is like a mess everywhere. I don't know if you've ever tried to do that.
No.
Because you've been with no-no for so many years.
Well, that's
You've
right.
never
Went right from puberty right into no-no. No, it was one of those things too where I was just a shaver. I didn't even bother trying to afford the expense of all the other things because I had other things I wanted to spend my money on at the time. And now I look back on it and we've added up, you know, hosts like yourself that have daughters or models that have multiple people in the family using it, how much you spend monthly on hair removal. It's crazy.
Do you want to know how much my laser hair remover was in Los Angeles?
About $3 grand.
$3,600.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
but
that's the truth. That is 100% true. And that was before I moved to Florida, so that was like 18 years ago.
But
it's probably
I bet
more
I've
now.
spent that on razors.
Yeah,
I mean,
right,
I'm gawking
right.
like, oh, how could you? But I guarantee you, I mean, even at $20 a month
were a
for
little
razors.
judgy.
Right? Thanks, Jen. Let's
Yeah.
be clear, I would have done it. I am not judging that I wasn't looking at that alternative. It's
Right.
just like, could I afford it at the time? But you don't think about these consistent, you know, it's one of those things where you go in the shopping, you just throw them in the cart, $10, $10,
Right,
the
$10,
razors.
right, exactly.
Every single week, that adds up. And then you talk about 20 years, 30 years, you know, my mom buying razors, me, that all the girls in our family, it just adds up. So it is powerful, obviously, that it's over $100 off today, but that's nothing in comparison to what you're going to save.
It doesn't
over
grow
your
back as
lifetime.
like a prickly stubble either.
No.
Especially like on your face. You don't want to shave your face and have prickly stubble around your mustache and things like that.
No, which is why most people that struggle with facial hair just didn't really do anything about it unless it is very dark, like we saw in Brooke, or maybe you suffer from the mustache. Most people that I find that have peach fuzz, one, they didn't really know how much they had until they took it off, which was me. Because when I started this, I was 27 years old, no kids yet. I was like, I don't have facial hair, I'm fine. Now here we are, 40, almost 7 years old. And I do, and the thing is like, it just, everything's changed. I've had 3 pregnancies, hair's popping up where it wasn't maybe before. And now that I have this, it doesn't matter. I still don't have to make an appointment. I still don't have to pay for any more money. I just grab the no-no wherever it may be in my house, should it be somewhere. Or I go to Helen's and borrow all the ones she's taken from set over the last 10 years. And you just start no-noing. And it's such a great thing to share with friends, family. It's one of those tools that you're like, what are you using? You know, and people look great and they're like, what are you doing? Well, I remove the hair off my face. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, and this is so easy to use. The only learning curve is hold it at 90 degrees.
Yes.
Just hold it at 90 degrees. And when you get it home, there's going to be so many videos. You can go back to hsn.com and watch the video of this presentation. And that's the only thing that you need to know is hold it at 90 degrees. There isn't like a 40-minute explanation. You turn it on, you hold it at 40 degrees, you don't hold it like this. You hold
90.
it 90 degrees.
Yeah.
90 degrees, yeah. Get my mat.
I laugh because I
that's
just
all
went
you gotta
back
do.
online just a few minutes ago to look, and there's a video at the very end of me. I didn't even realize I did this so long ago. It's like a video that was in my living room, and I think HSN called and said, could you do like a how-to video? And I said, sure. And I remember thinking, like, what else am I going to say? Because it's literally going to be 10 seconds. So I was like, hey, guys, just a couple reminders. But it's so great to meet new people that are starting, that have heard about this technology. Maybe you've seen your favorite influencers talk about it, or you've seen it in all the beauty must-haves. You know, it's one of those tools that won every beauty award when we first came out, that you've wanted to try it, but you didn't know. I used to travel with one of these. You probably remember when it first came out, so many people were asking, like, what is it? Does it hurt? Can I try it? Will it really work? And this is what we would do. In the middle of wherever, we would get it out and just do it on our face because it's that easy. I mean, she's on live national television in front of who knows how many people.
Yes, it's a very sexy job.
Smiling, but like, look at your skin. I mean, it's glowy. Look at the difference. There's no irritation. There's no, oh, I just went waxing.
No, I didn't do this side, I did this side. And yeah, and I was gonna say, it's not like, okay, you don't put your makeup on, wait 4 hours. It's like, no, super easy. And you know, I can smell it working. It kind of burns the hair like a little bit, and then you can smell that if you smell
satisfaction.
that satisfaction of, there's something there that needed to go.
Yeah.
Needed to go.
Well, you know, the latest craze in facials now, if you've ever gone and had a professional facial, one, it's very expensive. The first thing they do is the dermaplaning. You know, they take off that hair because that is the most easiest youthful trick in the world. Just remove the hair on your face. And prior to no-no, there really wasn't a good way of doing that. So when we first launched the smaller version, one of the first people that called us all day long was the celebrity makeup artists. They had to have a no-no because it was so easy to do exactly that. When their clients would sit in the chair, let's get rid of that hair, give them that quick glow, instant glow, then put the skincare on, then put the makeup on. It's amazing, like just the sheen that you have, because we chase that glow. The more we age, the more I'm like, am I shiny enough? Like when I was younger, I'm like, I'm shiny. I look oily. Now I'm like, I need to get anything that has highlight in it.
Yeah.
That's what you get from using this on your face. It gives you that youthful glow. It gives you the highlight. And it couldn't be easier. So even if you do have more mature skin, maybe you're in your 70s and 80s, it's so easy to use. Start with just doing it right here on your finger so that you feel it. It's not ripping, it's not
I love
cutting
that
me.
idea because then you're like, what is this gonna feel like? You think I would do that on my face?
No.
I call this my moneymaker.
Right.
Because I do this for a living. This is the only thing that's hanging in there. And by the way, Jennifer and I haven't seen each other for a long time. I'm 62 years old.
Oh
So
my
when you're over
gosh.
60, you talk about the hormonal changes and the hair where it wasn't there. Me and my
Yes.
girlfriends who I went to high school with we're all in our 60s now. Even if you no-no 10 years ago, there's new no-noing to come, and it's so
Yes.
easy, and it's on your face. You're making sure that. Are you okay over there?
You.
I know. He's still like,
Yeah,
you
Brooke
you
knows
said,
how old I
what?
am.
You said how old?
And I'm
Yeah.
still shocked.
I know.
Brooke
Well,
knows, but I will say that you do you're right. As you get older, like you said, you had 3 babies, and
Yes.
my daughter's 24 now. She uses no-no, and it does. It's something that as your life changes, there's other areas that you're going
Right.
to need to jump in with your no-no.
And you still didn't have to spend any more money.
No.
I mean,
No.
62, 52, 42, whatever it is, when you're sitting with your
Yeah.
girlfriends, you're like, what are you all doing? What's the latest in whatever it is? I don't know, skincare, wrinkle, anti-whatever. And you share all these tips. And what a great one to be able to share because it's affordable. And everyone can use it. I hate my girlfriends that look perfect. I'm like, what'd you do? And they're like, well, $10,000 later, it was whatever.
Yeah.
This is $23.
on FlexPay, right?
On Flex, it's crazy.
It is. You're saving $105 off the HSN deal price.
Yeah.
And when I say that you're saving that money, for $94, never buy a razor again, never get waxed again, never do laser hair removal. I mean, this is hair removal you can do at home. And you're right, it's interesting when you brought up like the pandemic, doing our own hair, doing our nails.
Everything.
And then you're like, here was that budget that I spent.
Yes.
And now I can keep that money and use it
Right.
for
something else.
a
purse.
vacation or retirement or like all
Right.
a purse. Yes, a
Well,
purse.
and just to think that there's an end in sight too. I
Yeah.
always thought when I started shaving that this was going to be it. Like you just are bound to this razor. And now that we have this tool and technology that is a professional treatment that everyone can use, and there's an end in sight. There's no more spending on hair removal. It's nuts to think about that. Imagine like never having to buy a toothbrush and toothpaste or whatever you do on a daily basis again. So it's very powerful. My friends have been waiting for it to come here because we only make so many. That's the other challenge. You probably remember 10 years ago, we could go through 40,000 of these a day. A day, imagine that. That's why I have about 8.5 million people worldwide that use this tool. Now, because we've made it so small, so portable, so effective, affordable, all of that, it just takes longer to manufacture. So we get what we get, we always sell it out here, and then we just wait for it to come back. And like you said, it's been a while.
Oh yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a couple years.
And the technology of the no-no itself has improved over the years. It's cordless now.
Yes.
The power lasts longer. The tips, it's lightweight. It's like everything else. You're getting a full kit. You're getting the custom box, zippered case. The no-no can come in different ways, but this is the zippered hard case. Then you're getting the buffer, which is right here. You notice after I no-noed, I use the buffer. You go like this and you kind of just like buff away the little hairs that have crystallized. There's one for your face. Actually, it should be this way where you see the buffer on this side, no-no on the other side. A little brush. This is just to clean your machine. Yeah, that's okay. Girl, I got you.
Props next. You're on props
I'm on
after
props
this.
after this.
Right.
It's gonna go right here. I'm gonna glue it.
Right.
And then the little brush. You get 2 tips for the face and 1 for the body.
No, 2 for the body.
2 for the
Again,
body.
Where's
Oh, okay.
props?
Where's
well,
props?
It's because one is
I
actually
there.
suggested it earlier, but they said we'd have to take it out of there.
Okay.
You get 2 for the body and 2 for the face.
Wait, I think I got another one. So let me just glue this one here. I'm
So do we
changing
have a
the
hot
setup.
glue gun?
You have the hot glue gun. You get 2 of these and 2 of these. So this is the rose gold, because you've got the rose gold case and the white. You've got that pretty light blue. You've got the pale pink. How many do we have left in the pale pink, Sam? 10. Last call, there's 10
that's a
left.
bummer. That was a good one.
Mint green and then lilac. But again, they all work the same no matter what color. I don't want you to be sad.
Down here texting my friends, there's 10 pink left, right?
Yeah.
Well, because for us, we do those favorite things parties,
Yes,
where everyone
yes.
brings like something for everyone and they share. Again, a favorite thing that everybody can use is hard.
You probably get
This
invited a lot
is
because
it.
you bring your no-no.
Not only that, people
You're
know I work and they're
popular.
like, what's Jen doing lately? Well, no, we haven't had no-nos, you guys. We haven't
Right.
had no-nos in so long.
It's been
So-
at least a year since I presented this.
and we don't, it's not like they're everywhere. We've had a partnership with HSN for, like I said, I think about 15 years. So this is it. Like if you've got it here, this is what we have. So you grab it now, because those that started with me like a year ago, 2, 3, I feel like they look back and they're like, God, why didn't I start sooner? I should have just listened to you. And I said, well, you had that time to try it. And I think here you get an extra month. So you have a month to sit here and try it. And it's only $23. Like you are spending $20 next month on hair removal somehow.
So let me ask you, let's get down to some tips. Let's say you've never shaved your arms before and they're very hairy and you want to start using the no-no. Should you shave the first time and then jump in with the no-no?
If you're as hairy as Michael, and let's show his arm real quick, because mine's uneventful. I've got nothing.
There's nothing been there for a
razor
while.
scar.
You've
if
been
you
no-no'd.
have as long his hair as he does, sure, you can absolutely trim it. That makes a little bit more sense, so you're not trying to sit there and like crystallize off all that hair.
Right.
But then once it's done, once you've treated it the first time, you'll notice it's just less and less and less time between how you have to do your treatment. So you'll essentially just treat it when you need to. So since you have this at home, as soon as you start to feel that hair coming back, grab it, go over it a couple times and get rid of that unwanted hair. That's all you need to do. This is not a lengthy process. We love how we call it like a system because we want it to sound so like scientific and substantial. It's literally 10 minutes. I mean, if that.
And you know what else I love about it? See is how Brooke is doing it on the back of her hand. If there might be a place where you're like, I don't want to ask somebody to wax some place that I feel like I don't even want to tell people I have hair there. This is so private. You can do it in the privacy of your own home. Your toes, your hands, like wherever it is, that you feel like, and you can use this on your face. You buff it away, soft like a little baby's butt is how your skin feels.
It does.
Afterwards.
Like that's how. I mean, you saw Michael. I haven't seen him since this morning, and I was feeling his arm. Same thing. You get that buffer, and it gets nice and smooth. And then to your question about how the regrowth comes back in, it's a lot softer, a lot thinner, a lot finer, because we are hitting the hair in its cycle. Not just taking the hair off of the surface. That is for those old school straight razors. We're done with those.
Don't point at me. I just knew they were invented.
Right.
I don't use them.
I didn't sell them, or did I use them?
We never had those here at HSN. All right, this is completely sold out, the soft pink. Thank you so much for your calls and orders. We're gonna take a tiny little break, and then we're gonna start from the beginning, and we're gonna finish out the presentation for our very best value of the day from No-No, right after this message from Jay King.
For Jay King, every day is a new adventure. He travels the globe to bring you his mind finds and exotic jewelry collection. Discover brilliant gems and exquisite pieces you can only find here at HSN. 'Tis the season to be a VIP. Use your HSN card to get the best deals on gifts for everyone. Shop now for the holidays and pay over time with ExtraFlex or VIP financing on every item. And at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Plus, the HSN card has no annual fee. Not a card member? Apply now and instantly get $20 off when you're approved. Visit hsn.com/HSN card or call 1-800-695-1418 for details. We're making bigger even better with our supersize values, and they're available only at HSN. Supersize values are based on the price per ounce of the same item in a smaller size. However, they do not reflect a price at which HSN would sell the item. Have questions? Call us at 1-800-284-3900. The HSN deal is a great value that we bring to you every day. Thanks to our long and valued partnerships with the brands you love most, we are able to offer amazing products at great values. Shop the HSN deal with confidence from us to you.
Love watching HSN? Then take us with you in the HSN app. Everything on your TV is streaming live on your phone. Anytime, any place, we're always with you. Download the iPhone or Android app today.
When it comes to hair removal, I've been shaving my entire life, and honestly, it's super inconvenient. I love that I can take the no-no on the go with me everywhere. I no longer have to worry about shaving. I don't have to worry about stubble or paying for razors. This is super convenient. It fits in my bag and is super affordable as well. If you want to ditch the razors, get the no-no.
Yeah, and I love that everyone can use this. I'm Helen Keaty, this is Jennifer Crawford. We're talking about our best value of the day. This is the no-no. I'm in my 18th year here, and I remember when we launched no-no here at HSN with Jennifer, it was a big deal, innovative, and it's still to this day the most innovative. And I love the way social media, you know, we're seeing the influencers, we're showing videos, they are discovering it for the first time, and we're really excited about that. But because of that, we have trouble getting it here at HSN because we don't present anything unless we've got like the best deal, the best price. So we're doing the no-no for $94.95. And Jennifer and I were just talking about when we launched it here, I think it was $350.
It was. I have a picture of it on my phone. I have a screenshot of me and Colleen, and there we are. And it said $375 is the retail value.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and the fact that, you know, we're doing it for that price. Now, my whole life I've had very fair skin. My natural hair color is a medium dark brown. And so those, you know, you could see every hair. I remember in high school being embarrassed by that.
Sure.
And then, you know, you're afraid to shave it because then you've got like, you know, prickly on your arm. So the no-no is the greatest invention. You do it whenever you feel like it. You do it just like you shave. That's how many times, people say, how often do I use it? You use it like you shave, like 3 times a week, something like that.
Correct. I mean, you use it when you need to.
Right.
Similar. Like, you know, when shaving, you feel that stubble come back almost instantly. You know it's time to get back in the shower. This will be a little bit different. It will take a little bit longer because we've now treated the hair. And that's what this no-no technology is all about. So if you're just jumping in and joining us, this is not a razor. This is not a straight blade razor thing. This is not wax. This is not laser. This is just a treatment. It's a professional treatment, but at home. It's simple. It's easy. It's painless. It's all those things we typically never associate with hair removal, right? Hair removal is always inconvenient and not affordable and painful and all of it. We've diminished all of that and given you this nice, effective little tool that you can use, that your 80-year-old mother can use. We can have our teenage daughters or 24-year-old. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Everyone can use it. You saw Jasmine, very dark skin, very dark hair. We have light skin, light hair. It doesn't matter because this little guy only looks for the hair follicle. It doesn't look for pigmentation. It doesn't do anything. And the same device that you're gonna do right on your leg, you saw me do my leg, I'll go right to my face. And there's nothing, I don't have to switch out an attachment. I mean, literally, it's the same thing. I could do my arm, I could do my face, I can do the upper lip, I can do those sideburns I might struggle with, I can do the legs. That's what makes this technology so innovative, is that everyone can use it no matter where. And really what it is it's just using heat. So we know the effect that heat can have on our follicles and have on the hair growth cycle. And all of our hair grows differently, right? I don't know when my hair on my legs grow versus the hair on my head. I wish the hair on my head grew faster, but it doesn't. But the nice thing about having this at home is you use it when you need to. So Helen's hair might not grow near as fast as mine. This is a teenage daughter of a mother. You'll see the mom, the grandma, and both teenagers in this video using the same device, because you only need one, and they're all using it on different parts of their body. So think about that. Whatever you're doing today for hair removal, you're continually paying, no matter what it is, whether you're in maintenance mode at laser or you're paying for monthly waxing or weekly disposable razors. It's an ongoing cost. We've taken that away. So that's the hard part about it being only less than $100, because people are like, is it $100 a month? Is it $100 a quarter? Because I wouldn't gasp if it was $100 a month. I pay that in adding up all the other things I have to get done. My hair cut and colored and your gym membership. You know, you have monthly fees to live. I mean, to maintain all the things we need to do. Hair removal is one of them. Lashes, I didn't say it. You did, but it's there.
They're expensive.
My husband's like, at what point can we cut out like the Netflix and whatever? And I was like, as as long as you don't cut out the monthly lashes, I don't need to
care
watch
what.
anything. Like, turn off the TV as far as I'm concerned.
right?
You can stop the trash. I mean, I don't, whatever else we're paying monthly, as long as I can keep the lashes.
Right.
But it is so nice and it's so freeing to know that $23, that's the last time you're gonna pay for hair removal ever. And so she's right, like this is it for the day. I have one more show and I'm just glad to be here.
You have one more show at 10 p.m.
That's it. Well,
That
you
is
saw,
it,
I mean,
right?
we're running out of colors, we're running out of
We do.
things.
We
and
just sold out. Actually, I should do the colors right. We just sold out of the light pink. So the one I'm holding is light blue. Very, very pretty. There is also a rose gold, which is what Jennifer's using. The cap is a rose gold and the base of it is white. There you can see it. Next to it is the mint, that mint green. There's lilac and the light blue. So those are the 4 colors. We just sold out of the soft pink. $23.74. Let me say that, of course, you can return. You have a 30-day return policy on anything you get here at HSN. No gives you a 1-year warranty, an entire year, okay? So this, what beauty tool do you buy stands behind it for an entire year? Well, No does. It comes with a hard case, and by the way, this isn't the case that it always comes with, but we're doing the elevated hard case, so you've got a nice place to keep it. It's zippered all the way around, and then everything is nested inside where you get your extra tips there inside here. And then you also get there's your extra tips, and then you get your buffers. So this is a small one. You get a small buffer and a large buffer. So after you you take this little buffer. By the way, it's soft. I could, on my face, super soft. It just rubs the crystallized hair, and then they come off. It crystallizes it, and I just no-noed this arm, and you can see that it is completely, hair-free. I did not shave, I just no-noed it. I have dark hair and light skin. I don't use a self-tanner, so this is my natural skin color. I'm not saying I've never used a self-tanner, I just haven't in about 6 months or a year or some long time. But this, again, no pain. There's no pain. We've got lots of testimonials we're going to jump to. Becky is going to give you her experience using the No, so take a listen.
I'm running around with my kids, going to soccer games and football games, trying to squeeze in a yoga session here and there. This is a perfect tool for me to make sure that I am hair-free and smooth when I'm going to do the activities I want to do. It's a little bit warm when you use it, but it gives you a great result. With light hair and light skin, a lot of other hair removal treatments aren't available for me, but the micro is, and it does a great job with hair removal.
All right, well, you're watching HSN. We're talking, thank you for that testimonial. This is our best value of the day, the Today Special. We're at the end of the day. We have one more presentation at 10 p.m. and then that's it. Will we get the No back? Yes, we will, in a year or who knows how long. This is the lowest price we've ever presented the No. This is the highest technology. It does come with the charger, by the way. There's no batteries. You charge it, and then it's like so many of our devices, like a smartwatch or earbuds, you charge it and then you use it. Goes for a long, long time. You get 2 tips, 2 of the larger body tips, and then you get the smaller tip. Oh, thank you so much. And then you do get the charger. Here is the charger. I've got one right here. So then this will be included.
Get your glue gun out.
Yeah, get the glue gun out. By the way, these are the buffers. We just showed the back side of them. They're soft. It's not like an emery board or sandpaper. It's just got a little bit of texture on it to get the hair off, right, Jennifer?
Yes, and the reason that you have that, perfect example, I'm standing over here with my beautiful models, but Michael has thick hair. And you asked me earlier, like, now that this technology exists, what if I wanted to start a new area that maybe I haven't shaved before? I've got that thick arm hair. Maybe you have a thick beard. Men have the hair on their back. He's got thick, oh, it's not so thick anymore. Give me that one. He's been working on that. So this is long enough, obviously. This is how traditionally men are, or a lot of women that have dark arm hair. If you're just now starting, you can trim it if you need to. We're not worried about the surface hair. We're worried about treating what's underneath. So he started to get that hair off. He saved it for everybody there. You're welcome. We're just showing you that crystallized hair. But he went over with that buffer, like you mentioned, Helen, and that's what gets that nice, soft, smooth skin. So if you're doing it on her face, this is her first day trying it with us. She got here late last night. We're in the hallway, and I'm like, have you ever used it? She's like, no. I'm like, all right, here we go. Here's your 2-second tutorial. But it was that easy to use. You turn the on and off button. She put in the facial tip, and I said, have you ever done anything on the face, waxing, whatever before? No. Let her feel it on the hand, and off and running she went. So I think the great part about this is it's a technology that anyone can use. It doesn't matter. She's got obviously fair skin, white hair, lighter skin, mature skin that she's taken care of. So we definitely don't want to put hot wax on that upper lip. We don't want to use razor blades or anything like that. We want to use something that gives us that nice treatment after. And the best thing I tell anyone that's like, you know, what are you using? And I'm sure you get this all the time, given that you just admitted how old you are and we were all in a small state of shock. What are you using? What are your tips? What are your tricks? The best thing I tell anyone is just take off your facial hair. It's that simple because a lot of us don't realize how much you have, but we just kind of go with it because before no-no, all there was a razor. So what were you doing? You were cutting it off, you were shaving it off, and now that we have this technology and the ability to be able to take it off in a gentle manner, now your skin shines through. It's got that glow that we love.
I think my tip is do it while you're doing something else.
Right,
Like
multitask.
Right,
This
you're
is what we
listening to
need.
your favorite
Right?
podcast.
Yes.
Maybe there's a you know, you can watch your favorite TV show. You can shop at HSN while you're using
What's
this.
your favorite podcast?
My favorite podcast, I don't know if you want to know this. It's
Look, she's so excited to share though. She's like, I'm not going to tell
I'm
you
not going
what.
to share what my favorite podcast is.
But I might. It's true though. If you can multitask, Valerie talked about it earlier. She said, I love watching my housewives and sitting in front of the TV.
I do. I love true crime. I
I
confess.
like true crime too.
I don't know. My husband says, why are you always watching shows where the women are murdering the wives? I go, no, it's the husbands murdering the wives.
Right.
The wives are not murdering anyone. It's always the husband.
Always, right?
Right.
Because you're just sitting there and you get lost in thought,
You get lost,
right?
yeah.
I will say that you won't need to do it that long. It is a very simple trick. Just make sure you hold it at a 90-degree angle.
90-degree angle.
Yep, and go so a little bit slower. Then she's going, you know, we get excited. Yep, there you go, because you want to treat. And it does. The reason we kind of sit here and do it fairly quickly is because it is that easy and it doesn't really feel like anything.
No, you're right. I need to do everything slower. You're not wrong about that, Jennifer. That's a good tip.
Right. We're all sped up in life. But you know what? We've talked about this all day, and I feel like it's been a theme since we're doing a beauty tool, is we all do, especially us as women, as moms and working people and everything, taking care of everyone, slow down and be able to give ourselves some time back and take care of ourselves. And going to get professional hair removal treatment does take time out of our day, out of our budget, out of our everything. So if we are able to multitask, to be able to sit at home and maybe give ourselves, Jennifer, turn it on, there you go. Give ourselves that minute to watch our favorite show or listen to our favorite podcast. Or for me, just like check in with my kids at night. Like, what did you do today? Because I'm so tuned out, I did not read the teacher emails. Like, you're in charge of telling me. And then just give yourself that treatment. I don't have to get in the shower. I don't have to get a babysitter. I certainly don't have to spend
You don't
more
have to
money.
get water. You don't have to get wet.
Yes,
It's not, you know what I mean? It's like
Correct.
every time you get in the shower with soap and water, the towels, and wash the towels and everything. This is so incredibly easy. And give it a try. Anything that you get here at HSN, if you don't love it, you can return it. No backs it up with a 1-year warranty. I love this animation because it kind of really shows what's happening.
It shows that we aren't just taking off the surface hair. If we did, we would just show a blade and then prick, it would be gone.
Right.
What it shows is underneath our skin, we are actually going and treating the hair that hasn't yet grown in. So when you think about treatments, especially the ones that are very popular right now that, you know, have all the lights and those devices that we use on our faces, we go after the follicles, after the pores. That's what we're doing here with just a simple heat-based technology. This is not so innovative that it's so confusing. It's pretty simple and pretty old school. It's just how they've put it into this device so we can use it at home. It's one button, guys. It used to be like 5 buttons and a plug. It's one button. It's a simple screen. That's the battery life. That is the tip life. That's it. The tip does eventually someday need to be traded out. That's why you have 2 different ones. I have never had to trade mine because I'm the only user of my no-no. Like now that my daughter's turning that age, we're gonna have a different conversation, but I'm holding out, right? She's definitely not getting a razor blade, that's for sure.
Right.
So you can see that same no-no that I'm gonna do on my face, I'll go right down and do my legs. No prep needed, like you said. I don't have to get in the shower. I see those little tiny hairs. I wanna go over really slow, keep it in a 90-degree angle. If there is any residual hair, you take that buffer, you buff it off, and that area is done. And then I'll take that same no-no, and maybe I'm gonna treat my underarms, or I'm gonna go right to my face and I'm gonna treat the sideburns. Like, what technology that costs $23 can you take from your legs to your underarms, to your face, maybe to the men in your family's back? Let your daughters use it on their legs. You treat your upper lip.
Yeah.
This is everyone and anyone in your family.
Yeah, and we could do the shade chart, but basically it's everything and everybody.
Yes.
You know, gray hair, blonde hair, red hair, black hair, brown hair, fair skin, light skin, medium skin, dark skin, darker skin, lighter skin. You know, it's just pretty much everybody. And if you get laser hair removal, you have to have a contrast between the color of the hair and the color of the skin, or laser hair removal doesn't work. Waxing, I personally, I get these little red bumps, and it's a worse problem than hair on the upper lip is 100 little tiny red bumps.
Yes.
So that also doesn't look good. So
And
I
you need
can't do
downtime.
that.
Like when you wax, like that's the other great thing. You get instant results and you look better immediately. Waxing, you know, you get it, you have to walk out, you need downtime. I mean, I love all the treatments that are out there for all the skincare, but everything needs downtime. This is one of those, you look better instantly. I mean, she's on national television, guys. She's been here for 3 hours. We're getting our treatments in.
Yeah.
She's smiling and using this professional treatment on her skin. And look at that. There's no need for downtime. You're gonna wanna go out, girl. Like, you're gonna look good after it's done.
And by the way, I have very sensitive skin. There's nothing, you know, and I will tell you, this is kind of like when I'm watching a movie and they have like a backlit close-up of an actress who's a little more mature, like closer to my age. You see that fuzz all around and I'm like, oh, I just want to mail her a no-no.
Right.
You know?
But you know, I wonder that too sometimes when I see people that back then.
That's one of the secrets to younger looking skin is to get rid of the peach fuzz. Then the skincare that you're using is going on your skin, not on a pile of peach fuzz.
Well, and most of the skincare we're using now, all of it has that glow effect and that dew. And I just bought another one that I'm like, because you know, we're chasing that youthful glow.
Right.
But the number one way to get it is, like you said, get rid of that hair. That's why when you go get a professional facial, that's why they start with the dermaplane. Get rid of that hair so that you start with that glow. That's why the celebrity makeup artists, they have to have no-nos. They each have one in their kit. So that as soon as the celebrity sits in their chair, the first thing they're gonna do is get rid of the hair. Then they'll use the makeup and whatever else because it will just glide on. You know, you look at these celebrities and you're like, why are they always glowing? I don't look glowing.
You're right. You
look
can't.
tired.
It diffuses that glow if there's that layer of fur.
And then you put makeup on the fur.
Or then you put makeup on it. Right. I will say that this is, and also it feels really nice. It feels like this light kind of warming. You'll try it on your hand. I love your suggestion because if you've never done it before and have no idea what it feels like, get rid of the idea that there's pain involved in hair removal. I'm not saying that this is a slight pain. I'm saying this is zero.
Right.
It is zero pain. Zero. I mean, that concept.
We wouldn't let Michael use it if there was pain, right,
no,
buddy?
He's a bit of a baby.
Yeah. He's like, no, I'm good.
He's like, no, I'm good.
We did go through a phase there early on where people weren't believers because they were like, well, if it doesn't hurt, it can't be hair removal.
Right, exactly, yeah.
I mean, if there's no pain associated with it, I'm not going to get rid of my wrinkles. Like, there's that whole mentality of with these beauty treatments. But that's what's taken, 15 years in the making. This device, I flew up when I originally was trained on it. I flew to New Jersey and up to New York to go to the offices where the big devices were that do this same technology. And it was really compelling learning how they're able to take that technology and just do it as something simple and something small and something portable that we can have at home. And like Helen said, it's been innovative since we started. We are not sitting over by the wall because we're plugged in. I was laughing because Bobby's my cousin, right? The host, Bobby, Bobby Milliken. He's like
I did not know he was your cousin.
So
I did not know that.
He was just on the last hour before me, and he and
I know who Bobby
started.
Milliken is. I just did a show with him the other day. I
Yeah.
did not know he was your cousin.
Yeah, yes. And he and I started with the no-no, and he was my model, and he had all this hair, and he laughed because I would have him do stripes in his arm, and he'd get done and be like, "Well, this is gonna grow back, right? Like, I'm doing this as a favor to you to show you." And like weeks would go by, months would go by, and he still has these stripes, and I'm like, I don't know, buddy. Like, this is new. Like, we're all learning. Like, I guess it is a long-term hair solution. We're not really sure. And here we are, how many years later, and he's in here today going, well, this has changed. I mean, this thing, you can throw it in your purse now. It's easy, it's portable, and it's for everyone. Because that same device that we started with at the time, we couldn't use it on our face because it was just so bulky.
Right.
I mean, I guess it wasn't that big, but it was like this, right? And so now we have these little interchangeable tips. I had the big one in. I will put this little tiny one in, and that way, if you need to get those sideburns or you need to go onto your face and get the little area
Jennifer,
right
how
above
do you
your
know
upper
when
lip.
it's time to change the tip?
It'll tell you. So these
Oh,
two little green
that's
things
easy.
on the front, the one, yeah, I told you, smart device.
Yeah.
You don't have to log onto an app or anything.
By the way, that did not used to be the case.
Right,
When
no.
we first launched this.
Right, we heard you, we're there. This top one tells you how much charge is left, and then the other one, am I right? Yeah, the bottom one will tell you if the tip, just like, see how the tip is out right now? I just took it out. It's gonna be red because there's no tip in there. See that, how it changed?
Oh, okay.
Because even when you first turned yours on, because she had the cap on hers and she was running in from another studio, quickly turned on and pushed it and it turned red. Well, that's because we didn't have anything on the inside.
Oh, we didn't have the tip in the
Correct.
side. Oh, I see.
So
That
all
does
you do
make
is
sense.
push it off again.
Yeah, because it is charged.
Right.
It's been
And
working for
then
like an hour now.
Pop the tip back in and turn it on and you're good to go.
Okay, that's a new feature. By the way, we do have auto ship. If you want to get more tips on, I would recommend everybody getting auto ship. It's customizable. And can we show the graphic for that auto ship? You can lock in, so whenever you need it, it'll be available. It'll be in stock, and it's $34. Is that what you said, Sam? $36.99, and you get a new buffer, you get a body tip, and you get the face tip. One small buffer, one narrow tip, one wide tip, and it's every 60 days, but you can change it. You guys know auto ship is completely customizable.
And you don't need another no-no. Like, that's why we have auto ship, is because this is it. You don't need to buy any more no-nos. Like, for the rest of your life, unless you're collecting them. You only need one. So auto ship is great if you do anticipate, like I said, my daughter's 12. Like, we're there. She's already discussing the whole, when do I get to use it? So auto ship is great if you're anticipating other members of the family using it. Maybe you're gonna share it with people. For a while there, when this first came out, everyone that was friends of mine was like, so do you have a no-no around the house? So if you wanna have other people try it or have it, that's where it's nice to have other tips. If it's just you and you don't have a lot of hair, you're probably not gonna need any more, but it's a great solution. And I'll tell you, there is no one in your life that doesn't remove hair. I cannot think of one person
that's true.
over the age of 18 that isn't thinking about hair removal in some capacity. And now, you know, it's so trendy even for the girls to get rid of the arm hair. They look more lean and muscular. For the same reason we talked about the face.
Yeah.
It sort of takes away that shadow and makes your face look more defined.
I do use it on my face
Oh,
and have all
sure.
and the peach fuzz, like, it's not the same as when I was 20 and 30. As you get
No.
older, you do get more of it. And then as you use it, like, whatever's there goes away. And then when you put your skincare on, it goes right on your skin. When you use your foundation, and I am wearing makeup, you could see that you get that pretty glow. You can't get that pretty glow if there's a layer of fur, honestly.
And you
it's
can't-
part of the makeup process, and you're right, professional makeup artists use that.
And you don't get the pretty glow from hot wax. You definitely don't get the pretty glow from shaving either. If you have to shave your face, and we talked to Brooke who had sideburn issues, and prior to no-no, she was having to shave. If you have that dark hair like she has, if you shave it, you see the stubble already there. I mean, it's part of just having thick hair. That's the beauty of having thick hair is, you know, you get this thick hair, but unfortunately where you don't want it, it leaves that stubble. And you can see instantly, now she's been doing that sideburn for like 10 hours at this point, and there is still no redness, no irritation, no nothing. So that's what it usually looks like. It is long, and you were shaving it, what, were you trimming it? How young were you when it affected you? That's the bigger question.
Way younger than my mother knows, okay? Because she would have said absolutely not. But, you know, kids are not the nicest, and I've always been hairy. I'm Black and Puerto Rican, so I was like, I have to get it off. So I would use the razor and I would nick myself and try to hide it. And it was a bad situation. So when I got here, I didn't have to pluck it because I went from shaving to trying to pluck it, which is painful. And just like Helen, I couldn't do the wax because I tried that and I looked like I caught something.
Yes,
like I looked,
yes, I know what you're talking about. Yes.
I
It
looked
does.
like you would want to stay away from me. So I'm like, okay, now I'm like, see, Miani, my daughter, I'm like, I'm not in the car line plucking and doing this and
Right,
embarrassing
right.
you. It actually looks like I'm giving myself some fancy treatment. And it's nice and warm too, so it feels good.
It is kind of
Yeah.
a fancy treatment.
And
It
I want
felt
to add
spa-like.
something else as like the senior member of this presentation.
Oh, God.
I will say, you know what else? Not only do you get more hair, but your eyesight goes.
My eyesight's been gone since I was 5, like a rare eye disease. I can't read anything.
It's hard to see every single hair.
completely agree.
So the nice thing about the no-no is you're just kind of going over the areas. So even if
Yes.
there's a hair that you didn't see, the no-no saw it.
Had you seen me in my green room, you guys, I was sitting on the floor because I had to be that close to the full-length mirror because I can't see, to the point where when I go do my lashes, she has to like pluck them for me. Because
Yeah.
if I only wear glasses, I don't wear contacts. Like right now, I have no idea what time it is, nor do I know how much time we have left. Like,
We have 5 minutes left.
unfortunately, I'm
5
that
minutes left.
person, but you are absolutely right. Like but you can feel, and I will say you can feel the difference when you know your face, even if you feel that hair there. You definitely feel this like soft, very sort of toned palette just by getting off the hair. It's pretty amazing how much of a difference it makes, especially on that face.
Right. I mean, it's the next level of hair remover. It's the next technology. It's not painful at all. You can use it on your face, on your body, anywhere where you have hair, you don't want to have hair, you can use it. We have a wide tip and a thin tip. You are getting 2 of the narrow tips, 2 of the wide tips. You're getting the large buffer, the small buffer, and you're also getting the custom carry-in case. You're also getting the charger. Let me just pop that in here. You're getting the charger, and the buffers look like this. They're backwards here. So here are the buffers, and it's not like sandpaper or an emery board. It's just like
Easy,
a little,
yeah.
it's a little fluffy, kind of with a little texture, so that when you want to get off the little peach fuzz or
Right.
something.
Or get off anything that we've crystallized
Yeah,
there.
anything where the hair crystallizes. You're just
Right.
kind of like, taking it off so that, because what the no-no does, it crystallizes the hair. It goes down and from the root crystallizes it. So it's not going to grow back with like, it's